How is it possible for yellow to be one of the most beautiful colors and at the same time one of the saddest? Today we are doing the history of the color yellow. And the format for this video is going to be slightly different, and that's because yellow for me is one thing and one thing only: Vincent van Gogh's Sunflowers. And out of all the colors, I hope you stick around for this one because it's the most important. By now, we are all familiar with the fact that Van Gogh never sold a single painting throughout his life. But what is less known is just how unpopular he was when he was alive. People did not like Van Gogh. He was manic and frantic and very mentally unwell. People were often frightened of him, and as a result, he was a very lonely man. But despite his eccentricities, there was one person who loved him always, and that was his brother Theo. Theo was an art dealer in Paris, and from a young age recognized Vincent's talent as an artist and convinced him to pursue it as a career when he didn't know where to turn. The Sunflowers was painted when Vincent was living in Arles in the south of France. He moved to Arles from Paris after having a very difficult 2 years trying to make it as an artist. Vincent found it really hard to make friends. People didn't like him, and he was just so over the top all the time. Even his brother Theo wrote how relentless Vincent's talking was and how it was just driving him up the wall. So Vincent hopes to start over in Arles in a sunnier, yellower place. And for a short period it works. He's energized and he's painting all the time. But before long, his loneliness is haunting him again, and just like in Paris, he's isolated. The locals think he's kind of crazy. He's painting frantically on the streets, and he's drinking a lot of absinthe, and he's visiting brothels all the time. And so the people of Arles are slightly frightened by his unpredictability. And so, desperate for friendship, Vincent decides that he wants to start an art collective in Arles, where he can invite all the best painters from Paris to come and see how beautiful the sunny weather is and be with him. And so he manages to find a house in a rundown part of Arles that he can use to house this collective. It's called the Yellow House. And Vincent knows exactly who he wants to join him as the first artist: Paul Gauguin. When Vincent was living in Paris,